Where's Gally?
Oh, I was with her earlier.
What happened? She left early?
I think so.
Oh. It's a shame.
Hmm?
It's a shame.
No, she was with another dude.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. That's good.
Yeah, she's like, oh, I'm gonna move. Like, I'm gonna leave on 8:15. Yeah, and then I'm like, goodbye. Anyway.
Anyways.
Yeah.
I can't do this with the earbuds. I have to do it normally. Anyways, today's topic is
success.
Who fails and who fails and who succeeds. There's a very clear line between who does and who doesn't.
Very clear.
Very clear.
Clear as day.
I feel like the two main principles for that is confidence and effort.
Of course. You're wrong.
You can talk, it's fine.
No.
You can say it's wrong.
Yeah,
you're wrong.
Tell me how I'm wrong. I want to know.
I was kidding.
No.
Please.
Okay.
Jokes are half meant.
Half meant.
Mm-hmm.
It breaks social boundaries.
Anyway, continue with what you were saying.
Okay, so
very clear line between those who fail and who succeed.
Those who have confidence and those who put in effort. There's a difference. Or there's like very clear principle in it.
Then how come sometimes people put in effort but they still fail?
They put in too much effort.
Are you recording?
Yeah, we're recording. You can join us.
Yeah, everyone can join. It's for everyone.
Exactly. I thought you would rehearse first and then record, but you just talk.
Sometimes we do pre-talks, but
yeah,
sometimes we don't. We just jump into it.
I see.
That's why the quality is not good.
Exactly. We're not aiming for quality content. We're aiming for quantity.
Just talk about like a bunch of random shit, even though they don't make sense.
Exactly.
See, that's the difference between those people who succeed and who fail. Like, you can clearly tell that we're gonna fail in what we're doing with that statement, which means we gotta change our ways.
Okay. So we need to put more effort into this.
No, we're just gonna put more thought into it. We're already putting in effort.
We're not. Are we putting in enough?
It's just that we're not doing, I guess, enough or meaningful shit.
Are we confident? Are we confident?
I mean, we are confident sometimes. Keyword.
Confidence is not.
No, sometimes. Not all the time.
Most of the times.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, like how they play into success is really important. Like those who don't even try don't have a lot of confidence in themselves.
Dude, those who don't even try, they don't even count. Yeah, it's better to try and fail than not doing anything.
I see that. Because not a lot of people want to get out of their comfort zone and try something new because of the thought of fear
or failing.
Yeah, it becomes too strong and it overpowers their sense of judgment.
Yeah, but isn't it really pretentious to think that you're not gonna fail? You don't win everything, dude. Sometimes you're gonna fail, and then you're gonna learn from it, and then next time you fail less harder, and then learn from it again.
What I mean was, like, you don't go in with the expectation that you're going to succeed, but go in with the expectation that you might fail sometimes, but you have to get up and try again.
Exactly.
That's
Remember what I told you?
Yeah.
About the climb, how it's steep?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, like every journey in life, it's a steep climb, which means it's going to be hard. There are going to be moments that you're going to think of quitting, which you should not. Yeah,
you can't see the view from halfway on the mountain.
Exactly. Like if it's easy, which means you're not climbing high enough.
Exactly. I want to say there's no limit to potential, because the only limits you have is based on
time.
Time is probably a limit.
Because everyone dies.
Yeah, everyone's gotta die, but
that's the only constraint that I could think of.
Yeah, like some people would say money, but that can be dealt with pretty easily if you know the right people to sell it to and all that stuff.
Because I know some people well, I don't know them, but I just know.
Mhm.
Let's just say I just know.
Yeah.
Like some of my friends, they want to go to this school, but they couldn't due to financial problems.
Mhm.
So does that mean like they could have done better to go to that school?
My thoughts on that is like they're they had the opportunity
To do what?
to go to the school, right? Like, but because of financial problem, they had to back out, right?
Exactly.
There's like ways to deal with it, like appeal to a wider group,
Which is
family, friends, and all that stuff. Like ask for like a small donation from everyone. Like
crowdfunding.
yeah, crowdfund and crowdsource. That's one way to solve that problem of financial. Another one would be applying to lots of grants and scholarships and all that stuff. That's one way.
Mm-hmm.
There's one like also work like instead of saving like 10% of your work from
Your income.
yeah, you save up like maybe half of it, and that accumulates more and more, and you can even invest wisely if you know how to do it. And like,
assuming you did all of that
mhm.
and it still didn't work out for you, what's the verdict?
I want to say like you can still have the chance to go, but you won't have that particular chance to go.
Just take student loans?
Yeah.
That's one way of doing it?
That's one way of doing it.
And then just graduate, get a job, and then pay it off?
Exactly. Like that's another one of the steps for success is to love what you do. Yeah. You realize that, right?
Yeah.
Because if you don't love it, you're gonna half-ass it, and you're gonna end up with a lot of problems.
Really?
Yeah. If you think about it, if you don't love something you do, you're just gonna like brush it off. And it's like this is not important. But if you love it, you're gonna say like this is worth my time.
Isn't that just poor work ethic though?
Maybe, but if you like when you love something, it's more like you invest a lot of time in it. And a lot of thought into it.
There are parts of my job that I don't like,
mm-hmm.
but I still do it with the best of my abilities anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean deep inside I like it?
I wouldn't say it's more like you're competent in it.
What?
You're competent in your job.
Well, I'm not really. Relatively. I'm like, eh.
But you're able to do it.
Probably because you love money.
Who doesn't? TBH.
You can't live with it or live without it, but you can live.
I can't live with money.
Exactly.
You have to have like a.
You wake up like in the morning, it's like, God damn it, I have so much cash. I can't live with this.
Oh no.
That happens. Maybe the millionaires, that's how they think.
Oh yeah, that isn't like
they woke up and it's like, oh, I'm still a millionaire. Damn it.
Isn't like most millionaires not happy? Or like they're just living their lives, not like normal people?
Exactly, because they can have everything in life.
Exactly.
Because their friends take advantage of them. Because when you have money, what else are people going to look at you for?
Exactly.
Good point.
Because sometimes that's the only thing they could offer.
Yeah. Not like companionship. Like that's another problem with some people believe that just because they know someone, they deserve like their resources or something.
Sense of entitlement.
Sense of entitlement. Yeah, that's the word for it.
But sometimes they actually do deserve it though. In rare cases.
Yeah, like especially if you help build them up. But the thing is about that is like you're supposed to do that from the goodness of your like
sincerity.
Yeah.
Expect nothing in return.
Exactly.
Come on, dude. That's like how often does that happen?
I don't know. I'd like to believe it happens more often than we expect.
Than in reality.
Yeah. Because people are always constantly trying to get something from someone else. Like there's always a hidden motive behind a lot of people's actions now these days, and you can't like really hide from it.
But you know what though? Some people succeed just by doing just that, relying on other people. Some people do that.
Oh yeah, some people like you have to be able to harness the best of your abilities.
like they do that, like they just become a team player
Mhm.
and get carried throughout. Yeah, they just ride other people's coattails.
Uh-huh.
Mhm. Some people actually could do that, which in a way, good for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just comes down to like technicalities at that point.
Exactly. At the end of the day, they still succeeded, regardless of the process that
Yeah.
they took.
Is yeah,
Do you agree to that statement?
I agree with that statement. Like,
So, like, if you're trying to win something and you cheated, at the end of the day, you won, but the process doesn't matter.
I didn't think that way.
Well, you pay later on in life.
Oh yeah, the guilt.
Yeah, karma's a bitch, dude.
Yeah, like even if you cheated and you won, you're still gonna have to
With the guilt.
the guilt.
How do you sleep at night?
Yeah, it's gonna constantly build you. Like everything you've gotten up to this point was a lie, built on a lie. And once people realize that, you're not gonna get that respect back, no matter how hard you try.
But do people actually need respect? Dude?
Well, one of the things humans needs is social communication or something like that. Like they have a need to feel appreciated or cared for.
Yeah, because they think they're worth a lot.
Exactly.
I mean, they want value within themselves.
And that's why
Social value, that is.
that's why some people or a lot of people want to be famous. Because of that, like they want to be admired, loved, and all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
And it's usually because of that. People are putting too much effort into it and becomes cloudy, and they're like,
Yeah, it's like I remember reading this article. Like, there's a girl
Mhm.
who went in, like, I don't know, a lot of money. She went in debt
yeah,
trying to be Instagram famous, and it didn't work out for her. Yeah.
See, this is what happens when
Yeah,
you're
it's sad.
because
Well, not sad. They brought that upon themselves, but yeah. So, like, what's the difference between people? See, because that girl, she failed, dude. She tried.
put too much effort.
She invested.
She put too much effort. That was clearly too much effort.
Exactly.
Like she had to rely on money. The fact that she had to rely on money was a sign of like anxiety or insecurity that she couldn't rely on her own strength.
Exactly. She was compensating for something.
Exactly. You have to come to terms with your weakness and even use it to your advantage if you can.
If it's possible.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's nothing stopping you from doing something than yourself.
Exactly.
Like the people who tell themselves like before they try anything, it's like I'm gonna fail.
Mhm.
They're gonna fail most of the time because
It's like motorcycles, dude, in traffic.
Mhm.
They can carry a lot of people, but they can weave through traffic.
Exactly, but it doesn't make it safer. It's still dangerous at the end of the day.
Still, that's all the same to me.
Yeah. Okay. The next part of success, which is to specialize in a particular branch of your work.
Okay.
So like be the best.
Specialization.
Yeah, like it's not enough to be like just have like be like a psychology major or a physics major. It has to be more specific, like what kind of psychologist or what kind of physicist.
Or which brand of psychology.
Exactly.
Or which branch of physics, if there ever are.
Exactly. Like you can't go in with the no sense of idea of what you want to do. You have to be more specific with your life.
It's like studying music, dude. You gotta
Study all.
You gotta choose your instrument.
Oh yeah, choose your instrument.
Mhm.
Choose your genre.
That too. A lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The more detail you have, the more refined you become.
I mean, yeah, ideally.
Ideally. And that's because you put more effort into it too.
Yeah. As long as you like the subject.
Exactly. The more you love it, the more likely you're gonna think about it in your free time, and it's not gonna like.
So yeah, you gotta be clear with your goals, I guess, in general terms.
Yeah. You want to be able to tell like a lot about your field from someone looking in.
Yeah, that's how you know when you're good. You gotta be able to explain it to the people who doesn't know anything about the field that you are, and they understood it perfectly.
Exactly. That's
in layman terms.
Yeah. And the final part of success, I'd say, is give back to humanity.
So be a professor.
kind of, but like have your work mean something, not just to you but to like everyone else. So it's not like you're just thinking that, oh, this is just for me. It's like no one's gonna help me or anything. But if you think that
yeah, it's like doing research.
Exactly.
And then either way, actually, even if your research was success or failure, you still contribute something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You brought to light or you cleared up some kind of misunderstanding.
Yeah.
In the end, it's still useful, no matter how you put it.
Somehow, I can see that.
Yeah.
Because there are some researches that are like misleading.
Exactly. Like some people have like or more now these days, they have cherry picking your results and only showing the best results for projects.
Exactly.
And that makes
they even manipulate their own data to get better results.
Exactly. Like
disgusting. What's the point of doing research?
It's because people want positive results in something because
of course people want positive results.
You don't want to have the to run into the problem where like I've been researching this and there's no good thing that can come out of this.
And your research is not bearing any fruit.
Exactly. Like that is one getting funding for a problem is really, or getting funding for your research is really hard.
Do they think though, like the people who fund researchers, like what they want is they gotta be able to sell your product so that they take their money back and more.
Exactly.
Which is BS. It's holding a lot of people back.
Exactly. Because what?
Because then they're gonna have to cater to the like quote unquote investors like tastes of what they want and not want.
That's how society is run so far. Like still people are getting smaller. They're getting more slices of pie, but you know, some people are still getting more. It can never really be equal in a sense, because people will always find a way to exploit to their advantage.
The pie that's distributed to the people is just a fragment of a bigger pie that's owned by people.
Exactly. You can have like a lot of pie, but if you compare your piece of pie to everyone else, you're gonna realize just how small your pie is.
Exactly.
And then let's talk about people who fail. We've talked a lot about success.
You don't have to talk about people who fail. You just tell them, look at me. This is the prime example, or living example, I'd say.
No, we've seen worse. Some people who when they first hear about like solutions to their problems, and then they realize they have to
work.
They instantly say like, nope, I'm done. I'm like just gonna live with this.
Because people don't like to work.
It's really bad.
Yeah.
But the more you work, the more.
That's why, you know, when people want something, keyword want, instead of working for it, they just beg.
Easy way out.
Exactly.
There's no easy way out for anything, really, other than
there is sometimes.
Sometimes, but most of the times, it's not really worth it, in a sense.
I don't know. I guess it doesn't feel satisfying if it's not hard.
Exactly. Like the most satisfying success or most satisfying feeling is knowing that you had a hard goal and you succeeded throughout.
It's like solving like a hard
Close enough. Okay.
It's like solving like a hard physics problem. If it was easy, then you wouldn't feel like you solved shit.
Exactly.
Like you didn't do anything meaningful. But if it was hard, then yeah, you could take pride in yourself.
There's also like relevancy. Like if you're like learning your math and you just realized 2 + 2 is 4. It would be, you can consider that like a major achievement at that time.
Exactly.
But when you go further up, you can't consider that same success as equal to when you first felt it, because you've grown as a person, and you can't use that as the basis of every as the basis of your knowledge or success rating.
Mhm.
That's why you have to continually improve and like move forward and constantly look back, but not hold it at the same standard as you did. Should we close up?
I guess. I mean, it's still, don't they supposed to close at 9? Aren't they closing at 9?
Yeah, they should close at 9. And it's finals week or next week.
Yeah, it's next week, dude.
Next
They open until like whatever.
Yeah,
Like what time?
11.
Hmm?
They open till 11, right?
Sometimes 24 hours, I think.
Oh yeah.
Or 12.
I think it's
I think
12.
12. Yeah.
That's a more
On dead week.
dead week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, this is not dead week?
It should be.
It doesn't feel like dead week. It feels normal.
Yeah, Calvin. It feels dead week to me.
Same.
Hmm.
I can't tell.
In a lot of ways.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm. How long have we been doing this?
You know, like, do you think the people who go to study at the library,
Are more successful?
no? Do you think they don't feel like it's dead week?
I mean,
Everyone's dying. You go outside. They're like sleeping on their desk.
everyone's dying.
Yeah.
We're just dying at different rates.
True. And like that's literally and metaphorically true.
Exactly. But it depends on the person too. Like, okay. I feel like the people who take their studies seriously and study in their free time and all their time, they're more
The people who are studying all the time,
yeah.
Yeah.
They have a
they're living a boring life.
Gee, thanks.
but they're
I don't know, dude. I never studied and my life is still boring. So that's a contradiction.
but isn't that on you to make your life interesting?
Yeah, that's on me.
Yeah.
I take the blame.
Yeah. Like some people complain that their lives aren't interesting, but they have to realize that they're not making it interesting. It's really based on the person too.
Mhm.
Just like Dustin.
No comment. I don't even want to talk about him.
Why?
Because I'm narcissistic. I want to talk about me.
Everyone's a little bit narcissistic, but depends on.
We haven't talked enough about myself yet.
Okay, talk about yourself. Tell me about yourself.
No, I'm just kidding. Don't want to disclose any information.
The less you reveal, the more mysterious you become.
Mhm.
Never mind.
Just reveal like misleading information.
People,
You know, like the really expert like serial killers or murderers,
yeah.
they tamper with the evidences and leave fake clues
Oh, yeah, that's
so
right.
that they don't get tracked.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of planning to, or like, it's the subtle things that makes them
Mhm.
have, I can't word right.
Yeah, fake clues.
Fake clues,
Mhm.
fake news,
Yeah, something like that.
especially really specific too.
Mm-hmm. It's like if you could create a scenario where the harder they look, the more elusive you are,
Mhm.
then goddamn,
And that's a good.
that's pretty damn good.
Exactly. Anyways, we're probably off topic, and I think we covered.
That was our closing statements.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
this trial is over, Your Honor.
Case closed.
Case closed.
All right. Okay.